Been a while since my last video where we talked about extended hood trucks. Since then, I've learned some new information, and I'll attempt to share here with you. So we'll start by looking at this line set ticket for a truck with a 3408. You can see over here on the left that the truck went to Hendrickson Manufacturing Company in Lyons, Illinois. That is where they went and put these extended hoods together. And evidently they swapped the motors into them. Over here on the right, it says the engine serial number, and you see a number there written and crossed out with another number written in off to the right. And here in the middle, if you ask me, it says 3406 CAT. And then there's something underneath of it that says cab. But we'll get back over here to this engine serial number. This 92U253 that's scratched out. Come over here to this truck's chassis inspection card. This is pretty much how the truck left the harvester plant with all this stuff. You'll see engine serial number. And there's that number, 92U25326. That number comes back to a 3406A Caterpillar. So this truck left Fort Wayne with the 3406A. Usually these line set tickets down here towards the bottom, it'll also have the engine listed in there. But unfortunately, on this one, we can't read any of it. Excuse me. So, the other number that's written in here, this 28V, that number does correspond to a 3408 engine. And I can verify that this truck does indeed have a 3408 in it. Now, here's another line set ticket for another extended hood. This one has a big KTA in it with the aftercooler. This truck also went to Hendrickson Manufacturing. Here in the center, you can see KT450 with PS cab. And then over here, once again, there's an engine serial number that's been crossed out with another one written in. It's like a 31111 something 97. You can't hardly read that. Again, we'll come over to the chassis card. The truck had this engine 31111-997 in it. Says it was a KT450 on this one, though. Which, you know, those didn't need extended hoods. But this one we can read down here a little bit. You see it came with a KT450 Cummins diesel. And if you ask me, off to the left of it, I think it says 525 handwritten on there. Which to me means that it got a 525 KTA. Which you would need the extended hood on. I haven't found anyone to run these numbers, these engine serial numbers, to verify these engines. I do know this truck does indeed have the big aftercooled K in it. I'll put some pictures in the end of the video of these trucks. This truck in particular, you've already seen on some of my videos. But this PS cab, standing for Paystar cab. Some of these trucks got Paystar cabs, and I believe that was for the bigger doghouse opening. I don't know. The floors weren't totally flat in them. I don't know if that gave a little more room under the hood for this stuff. This is more proof that the Paystar cab was a thing on 4300s. This come right out of my International Harvester parts book. Aluminum cab, steel cab, Paystar 5000 cab for 3406, KT 450, and I'm sure some others. I know in some of my other videos I said a lot of these trucks were built at the Fort Wayne Pilot Center, but I think we got that wrong. I think just the initial iterations of these trucks were built there. You know, it was like a learning center. That's where they figured out how they were going to build these trucks, how they wanted it done, what parts they needed. And in this article here, it pretty much says that. And then it says they were sent to a separate low-volume truck plant following the design developed by the Pilot Center. So we're going to say that low-volume plant must have been the Hendrickson plant. I messaged Cam Lavin on Facebook about some of this stuff. He sent this picture. He believes it's from the Hendrickson plant and that it's a brand new 4300. You can see the KTA engine there with the aftercooler. And it looks like they've removed the cab and slid it back. You know, and they're going to put the extended hood on and raise the body up to fit this engine. Cam's kind of known to be a Peterbilt guy, but apparently he's pretty darn well versed on internationals too. So there's just a screenshot of our conversation, some of it. I wish I could crop these pictures better to fit the screen, but I'm not sure how on this app. Now, the KTA with the higher horsepower has the aftercooler, and that's why it needs the extended hood. And you have to remember that the extended hood trucks had the bodies raised 3 inches also. And they did that, I would have to guess, to accommodate that aftercooler.